Laugh, gotta laugh.
Great, Mark's got the audience laughing before he even gets in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mark Richardson.
All right, so have you noticed, especially in Utah, people will often say, "Don't judge me." You know, you could be robbing a bank, you could be putting makeup on, I don't know, there's so many things where you can say, "Don't judge me." You could be doing so many things. Okay, I just thought that was fun. All right, so did you guys know I have superpowers? If I step in line somewhere, tons of people show up behind me. Maybe it's because I take too long. But, okay. All right. That I just threw that one in there. Okay, so let me talk about jobs for a second. I've worked a lot of customer service jobs, and people are never calling about something good. They're not calling to say hello. There's always problems. One thing I hated when I did collections was when they'd say, "Let me talk to your supervisor." And I got so mad, I'd say, "Let me talk to your supervisor." Luckily, the call coaching tracking wasn't good at that time, so I didn't really get in trouble. But also, another funny thing, so I did magazines. I've done magazine subscriptions, and older people say some funny things. They'll say, "I'd like to renew my prescription." That's one thing. Another thing is, they'll say, when you say, "How long do you want to renew that for?" They'll say, "I don't know how much longer I'll be around, I'll just do 1 year." A different type of job. One thing that I think is interesting, you don't see too many gregarious funeral directors going, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" You know, I'm telling jokes, but they're always like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Okay, shifting gears. All right, we're going to talk about some things that are funny, but they're not supposed to be. So once upon a time, I went to a fast food restaurant, and the employee was putting some fries in, and it just she put the fries in the fry vat, and it just splashed up in her face. And, another time, I was working at Radio Shack, and we were going in for a meeting on a Saturday morning. It was icy, and I was kind of shuffling in. I hear this, "Yeah," behind me, and the guy had slipped and fallen, and I felt really bad. Movies. So, anyone seen The Happening here by M. Night Shyamalan? So my brothers and I were talking about how that could have been a musical. Do you remember? So like something was causing people to commit suicide, which isn't funny, but construction workers were jumping off buildings, and they could have had the song "It's Raining Men." Or anyone seen the Matrix trilogy? Anybody? Okay, the third one. I just thought this was hilarious. So if you're familiar, great. If not, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. But okay, so there's this Oracle, and she's this lady, and she's got powers or something. Agent Smith, who's the bad guy, say, "Mr. Anderson, I need the codes to Zion." That's when I realized that humans are not actually mammals. They're a virus. So anyway, those are some things he said. But I thought, okay, so she came in, she said, "Just do what you came here to do." And I thought, this wouldn't be funny, beating up an old lady, but I thought he was going to like grab her and slide her across the table. So anyway, that wasn't supposed to be funny, but I thought it was funny. All right, speaking of movies, okay. What if Jack Nicholson was in Jerry Maguire, and he said, "You complete me. You're my number one man." Okay, or what if Jimmy Stewart played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings? "Not sure. It's a wonderful life. None shall pass. Okay, or more recently, I hadn't practiced that one. So, what if George W. Bush played Captain America? Come on, Avengers, we're gonna fight the war of terror. Or Sean Connery playing Thanos. The stones are mine. Okay, so here's some one-liner jokes that I like. Okay, did you guys know that there are 2 benefits to Alzheimer's? Number 1, you can hide your own Easter eggs. Number 2, you meet new people every day. 2 cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, "Does this taste funny to you?" I named my toilet Jim. That way I can say I go to the gym first thing in the morning. What does a nosy pepper do? Gets jalapeno business. Okay, you art lovers. Why did Renoir get into Impressionism?
So we can make Monet.
Monet, so we can make the Monet. What do bureaucrats use to wrap up their presents? Red tape. You know, like I said earlier, I've worked in a lot of call centers. They have more turnovers than Arby's. You know, a lot of turnover. You know why grandparents and grandchildren get along so well? They have a common enemy. If you're ever attacked by a group of clowns, go for the juggler. Okay, well, thank you. I believe that laughter is the greatest compliment.
That's awesome that you do that.